First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and GMS who grew well and teach well. Shalom to the brothers, Akim, and the few sisters, the Aqua, that do this sincerely and truth. I just wanted to share with you guys a brief testimony. Salakia. Want to share with you guys a brief testimony that that happened recently, and share a few scriptures and then it all from there. So yesterday, I was arraigned to court regarding a violation of a restraining order between me and the mother of my children. Initially, the restraining order was put on me back in June. You know, again, me and the mother of my children, we got into it. Nothing physical, but we got into it, and we separated from that time. And she felt it was best to get a restraining order, right? Again, she tells the judge, I never put her in fear. I never put the children in fear. Never put my hands on her, but she still felt like it was important to have a restrainer put on me, which was, I didn't, whatever. I told the judge, as long as as she said, I never put the children in fear. As long as we have a mutual agreement when it comes to the children, she can do what she wants. She know, I didn't mind if she want to go, she can go, right? I'm not gonna keep anyone to stay, right? We know, especially once you get into this truth, those things, especially the things that if you didn't, I didn't meet her in this truth, so the likelihood of, we was Christians before this, so the likelihood of her leaving, it was a high probability, right? Now I understood that, right? So again, tell you a little story. So so I'm on the restraining order. I violated because this past late February, I received a letter in the mail saying going to family court, that it was been family probate court, because she had blocked me. Actually, let me put that out there. I haven't seen him since June. I haven't spoke to him since July. She blocked me. So within the restraining order, I'm able to text regarding the visitation, but I'm not able to call. And she can also she can orchestrate visitation between my mother and stuff, but she blocked my side of the family, so we don't know anything. We don't know anything when it comes to them children, right? So February 29, end of February. I said February 29, Slocky. At the end of February, I received a letter in the mail from the courts saying that they pushed the court date all the way to the end of December of 2021. So I'm like, oh man, that's a long time, right? So I go ahead and call the mother. Well, I can't call, so I'm blocked. So I call from an unblocked number. I know what I'm doing. I know I was violating, but I'm thinking like, I'll just leave a voicemail. I can have contact with the children, but I'm not supposed to call. Remember, so I call them. I leave a voicemail. Knowing like, man, it's some time. I'm just looking to just come. I'm saying this in the voicemail. Like, let's come to you in peace. Look, let's put together a civil resolution. We can come with a mutual agreement when it comes to the children. Or if you want to get definitely unblock my mother and get in contact with her, so y'all can get together and figure something out. And so I left, and I also left that I will be sending her some money every week, and I also had some stuff in the mail for the children that was gonna be heading there towards it. Cause I just, it was like I just wanted to start, sending some stuff that way, right? So a few weeks go by, still sending the money. Um, and then I get arraigned to go to court yesterday, Salakia, because she did actually went to call the police and they said I violated, and the police wanted to push criminal go further with the case. So yesterday I'm in court. My mother accompanied me because if I didn't want to go, um, just in case I was to get locked up, that I didn't drive my car there. I didn't have to pay or impound my car, right? So she dropped me off. She dropped me, and it will look good. You gotta play the game. Sometimes you in the Esau, you gotta play the game, right? So my mother actually asked me to go. She like, can I come with you? I'm like, no problem, right? Even so she comes with me. I'm sitting there from 9 o'clock. Mind you, my mom, we don't really we don't really get along. I love my mother, but we don't really get along. But your mother they always love their son. But she claims, your moms, my mother, you gotta let them, you honor your mother, you honor your father, but you don't follow after their ways. You fall right into a ditch, right? Because they into this world, right? But she's just there talking, but I'm there the whole time. Praise to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. The whole time, from 9 o'clock, I didn't get called till 11:30. And just actually hearing the recent testimony of the young man of Florida, was just showing how powerful the names Yahweh Hashem and Yahweh Shai was. So I'm there the whole time, like regardless of what happens, I know the Lord does. He's the one who's controlling everything. He's the director. So I'm saying, so for whatever happens, I'm asking him, please deliver me from the snare of the faller. Please deliver me from those who assault together and shoot their arrow at thee. But if I do have to go do the 90 days, that was over my head, 90 days mandatory. Please give me the strength, to get through it. I never did jail time, don't have any criminal records. So I'm like, something new, but just please give me the strength to get through it, right? So they call me up. I have to get in front of the judge. The Commonwealth plead their case, and as they plead their case, I'm still giving praises to the Lord. But I'm still thinking like, okay, she's pleading a good case right now. I might be doing that. I might be doing that 90 days, right? Then the judge asked my lawyer, my court appointed lawyer, to present his case, and then he's presenting the case, presenting the case on my behalf, and as he's doing so, he's doing a great job too. He's doing a great job. I'm still praying. He's just telling them how he just made a mistake, hasn't seen his children from such and such. He's a man in the community. I do happen to have licenses in the financial sector. I don't use them really, but I do have licenses in the financial sector, like securities license, life producers license. So he's proceeding my case, a man in the community, blah blah blah, and then he goes, he hasn't seen his children, and the mother of my children, she was pregnant at the time when we got separated. She was like 3-4 months, not sure. And she happened to have the baby in the middle of the restraining order, So I don't know anything about the baby, like the sex. So he's telling the judge that like he doesn't know the sex, he don't know anything. So he's just a concerned father. And you should see the whole court when he said that, man. Everybody was like, wow, he don't know the sex. Like, this is crazy. Because mind you, I'm supposed to still have communication with these children, but she blocked me and the whole family. She just blocked everybody, right? So going through that, I'm like, all right. So as the judge looks up, he looks at me, and then he's in this action to let you know, this judge is like, he's a new judge. He happened to be a Jake, and the judge, it was good because the judge before that was an Edomite female judge, and she was just toasting people, like when I went to court before, she was just toasting people. So it was this judge, and he looks at me, he looks at the court officer, and he said, put the cuffs on him and put him in a holding cell. So there we go. I'm about to have to go do my 90. So I'm like, gotta do what I gotta do. All praise to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. I made my bed, I got laying it, even though I know the Lord can put me here, right? So I'm like, boom, still giving praises, boom. He's like, I'm gonna have you sitting there while I think about why I'd make my decision. Well, okay. Went in there, was in there for about 40 while they went through the lunch time too. So I was in there about 45 minutes to an hour. Then finally get back out. Finally I come out to see what was his judgment via Yahushua. Um so he says basically he's gonna deny them Commonwealth to provoke my bill. He's gonna let me go, right? So I want to jump in this right here. Let's go in the scriptures, Luke 14:26, and then we're gonna get right into it. Then we're gonna end it off. Luke 14:26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he could not be my disciple. Let's bring that out again. Luke 14:26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. Right? So everything we thought we knew before we got into this truth, that all changes when we get into this truth. Right? We got to deny ourselves and pick up the cross, right? So those children that I claimed that I loved, I thought I loved those children. I don't know if those children are going to be in this truth. You know, yeah, of course you want to bend your children and train them up the right way, like the Lord says, right? But we don't know if them children are going to be in the truth. We don't know. I don't know if that children got the vaccines or they're going to get the mark of the beast, right? We don't know that. So I gotta focus what's in front of me, right? I gotta focus on this ministry. I gotta focus on what I need to do for the Lord, right? And what the Lord wants me to do, right? So let's go somewhere where we can prove that. Matthew 12:46. Start at 46. Matthew chapter 12, verse 46. While he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. So they talking about Yahushua's mother and his brethren. And they stood without, desiring to speak with him. Then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. But he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother? Who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brethren. Let's bring that out again. But he answered and said unto him that told him, start at 48. But he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. So our brothers, our sister and mothers is the ones that's in this truth, right? Our family is the ones that's in this truth. Our brothers that's in this truth. Those are the ones that's our family, right? Them children, who's to say those children, right? They're not of the wicked. We would love for our children to be of this, right? I pray that I'll be a hopeful elect, right? We'd love for our children to be a part of that number. But we know that may not be the case, right? So let me and the whole time I was in there, I wasn't thinking like, man, I wish I can take this back, because I knew it was something to learn from that. Not only for me, but for the next brother. Let's go to Proverbs 20 and 24. Just to go there real quick. So we know I can be there all day saying, man, I wish I did this, I wish I did that. I wish I could have changed this, I wish I could have changed that. But we also know that Proverbs 20:24 says, a man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? Right? So I had to go through that to learn a valuable lesson, to learn a lesson. Right? I had to learn that lesson. When he sent me in that cell, that's him. That's the Lord having a sense of humor, right? I was in that cell, man, for the quick little 45 minutes, hour, man. And mind you, I don't have no criminal record, so I never did time, right? So I'm in that cell, man, the whole time, man. I'm steadfast in my faith, right? Still praising Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. I'm like, man, all I need is a KJV. They can't stop the bum rush. There's brothers in here, right? I can learn. I can read my scripts, continue to learn, right? I can teach brothers, right? Through the Spirit, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And I also had a quick chuckle. I'm telling you, I had a quick chuckle because I thought of the elder from South Carolina, Monat Zappa, and he said, and he was saying how one of the Jakes, just they was running, they had a warrant, nigga. I think they got shot because the whole time they had a warrant. He was like, man, you should have just go in there. They can't keep you in there forever, right? So I'm thinking, they ain't gonna keep me in forever. It was 90 days, man. And at the end of the day, I don't want to be in the hands of Esau right now. This is high time. Nobody want to be in the hands of Esau right now. It's not the time for that. But if that's where the Lord wanted me, that's where I had to be, right? So again, because let's go to Jeremiah. Because we don't control what we do. Everything happens right on time for a reason, right? Jeremiah 10 and 23. Behold, O Lord, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps, right? It's not in man who walketh to direct his steps. It's not in man. Because the Lord directs his steps, right? So that whole time I had to go through that. So if another brother have the same experience, I have the same experience. I have the experience to tell him how to advise him or to give him suggestions through my own experiences what he should do, right? And we can filter it through the scriptures, right? So, I say that to say this, man. We're gonna go through trials and tribulations. We're gonna have family that buck up against us. Our loved ones buck up against us. People that we love dearly. For this truth, for truth's sake, and we gotta be steadfast. And we may lose our children. We may lose our wives, right? We may lose our mothers and brothers and sisters, right? People that we hold dearly to our heart before we got in this truth. And once we get in this truth, everything changes. Our soul focuses on Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and the Israel of Israel. And that's our brothers, right? We got to be here for our brothers, man. The whole time I'm sitting there praying like, man, I just want to go. I just been recently going to camp. I just like, man, I just want to go to camp, man. I just want to be part of the congregation, man. I just want to work. I want to work for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. This is my true work. I truly desire, want to work for the Lord. And work out my own salvation with fear and trembling. Right? And I knew I could do that in the cell too. It wasn't going to stop the bum rush. But I was like, man, I want to go to camp. I was just praying, man, the Lord deliver me from these people, man. Deliver me from Esau, man. And with that, I would like to say, I want to say, all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Rakal Kadash. Again, double honors to the apostles and elders in GMS. And shalom to all the Akim and a few Aqua that listen in. Shalom.